Imagine a world where graphic design isn't confined to professionals with years of training and expensive software. A world where anyone, a student, a small business owner, or a non-profit organizer can craft stunning visuals with ease. This vision once lived solely in the mind of a young university student teaching design classes in Perth, Australia. Frustrated by the complexity of tools like Photoshop, she wondered, what if design software was intuitive, accessible, and even joyful to use? This is Melanie Perkins. She is the co-founder and CEO of Canva, a graphic design platform that has revolutionized the way people create visual content. What started as a small idea to make design easier soon turned into a billion-dollar company that would disrupt the entire graphic design industry. But how did Melanie go from teaching design classes at the university to creating a company that revolutionized design for millions? This is the story of Canva and how Melanie's vision revolutionized design. In 2007, Melanie Perkins was a 19-year-old university student in Perth, Australia. Like many students, she struggled with design assignments. Tools like Adobe Illustrator and Microsoft Designers were powerful, but dauntingly complex for beginners. She noticed that students struggle with complex design softwares. To help them, she started teaching graphic design to her classmates. While teaching her classmates graphic design, she noticed them facing challenges, spending hours learning just to create something simple. She realized that people didn't just need help learning design software, they needed a simpler way to design. This sparked an idea. What if design could be made easy and accessible to everyone? This idea would later evolve into Canva, but the journey was anything but straightforward. Melanie's entrepreneurial spirit had already shown itself since she was small. She had been selling handmade scarves to her peers at the age of 14, and at the age of 19, she had already found a business idea. Instead of tackling the broader design market immediately, Melanie started Fusion Books from her mother's living room in Perth. She co-founded the company with Obrecht, her boyfriend. Fusion Books allows students and schools to design yearbooks by dragging and dropping elements into pre-made templates. The platform was simple, intuitive, and eliminated the need for complex design skills. Melanie and Cliff secured funding for Fusion Books through a friends and family loan of 50,000 Australian dollars. By 2011, Fusion Books became Australia's largest yearbook publisher, operating in multiple countries including France and New Zealand. The success with Fusion Books validated Melanie and Cliff belief in democratizing design. Melanie envisioned a platform where anyone, anywhere could design anything without needing to be a professional designer. But the amount of money required to make this a reality is the major problem. Melanie and Cliff realized they needed at least $3 million to start Canva. So they have to find a way to convince investors to invest in their idea. Fortunately, during the time that they were looking for investors, Melanie found out that a venture capitalist, Bill Tai, would speak in a business conference in Perth. So she used the network she had built with Fusion Books to find someone that would introduce her to Bill on the day of his talk. The idea works, and Melanie approached Bill Tai in an highway at the event, seizing a brief opportunity to pitch a vision of Canva. With only a few minutes to make an impression, Melanie passionately explained her idea, an easy-to-use online design platform that would democratize graphic design. Bill Tai, known for investing in promising startups, saw potential in her vision. Although he didn't commit to funding at the moment, he was intrigued enough to give her his email and told her to reach out if she ever visited Silicon Valley. After her 3-month visa was approved in 2011, Melanie traveled to the United States to meet up with Bill Tai and convince him to invest in Canva. Bill Tai pledged to invest if Melanie could assemble a skilled tech team. He also connected Melanie to Lars Rasmussen, the co-founder of Google Maps. Impressed by her tenacity and vision, Rasmussen accepted to join as a technical advisor, and he mentioned to her that if she could found a tech team that he is approved of, Bill Tai would invest in her idea. Finding a skilled tech team became a major hurdle for Melanie. She spent months pitching to developers and attending tech events, facing repeated rejections while trying to find a skilled tech team. Rasmussen repeatedly rejected the teams she managed to assemble, as he believed they lacked the technical expertise necessary to build a world-class design platform. Melanie was already getting frustrated. However, instead of giving up, Melanie kept searching, refining her pitch and networking. Later on, her 3-month visa expired and she went back to Australia without the tech team and investments she needed. A few months after returning to Perth, she got an email from Bill Tai. He invited Melanie and Cliff to a 3-day event in Mai Tai, Hawaii. This is an event where many entrepreneurs and investors from around the world got together to kitesurf during the day and network in the evening. Melanie used the opportunity to pitch Canva to some investors she met at the event, and some said they would like to invest best if someone in their network did it first. Only if she had found a world-class tech team, Beltai would be the person, and other investors will follow suit. Melanie returned to US with her second visa to continue looking for a world-class engineering team that could convince top investors and industry experts like Rasmussen. This time, Cliff was by her side. A few months after returning to US, her big break came when she met Cameron Adams, a former Google engineer. Cameron was impressed by her vision and decided to join the team as a co-founder and chief product officer. With Cameron Adams on board, Lars Rasmussen finally approved Melanie's tech team. Cameron Adams had the technical expertise that Lars Rasmussen was looking for. Both Cameron Adams and Lars Rasmussen had collaborated in Google Waves before, so they trusted each other. Cameron also convinced his ex-colleague from Google, Dave Hedden, to join the project with a leading role in the tech team. With Cameron Adams and Dave Hedden on board, investors became more willing to invest in Canva. Cameron Adams was a well-known figure in the tech industry, having worked as a designer and engineer at Google. His experience in UI/UX design and product development gave investors confidence that Canva could create a world-class scalable product. Dave Hedden, on the other hand, was an experienced software engineer with strong technical skills. Their presence reassured investors that Canva had the capability to build the complex browser-based design tool they envisioned. In late 2012, Melanie and Cliff had secured $1.6 million from investors in exchange of shares in the company, and they also secured $1.4 million from Australian government. This funding was part of a broader effort to support innovative startups with high growth potential, particularly in the technological sector, to foster economic growth, job creation, and global competitiveness. Finally, Melanie and Cliff had secured the required amount of $3 million to make Canva a reality. In August 2013, Canva was launched to the public. Within the first year, it had over 750,000 users. The platform's drag-and-drop interface and vast library of templates resonate with people worldwide. Over the next decade, Canva grew exponentially. The platform expanded its offerings to include video editing, social media templates, and team collaboration tools. It became a favorite for small businesses, educators, marketers, and even large corporations. Canva acquired companies like Affinity to increase its offerings. It challenged giants like Adobe by offering free, intuitive alternatives. Today, Canva is one of the most successful tech startups in the world, with over 150 million active users and a valuation of over $40 billion as at the end of 2024. Melanie Perkins became one of the youngest female CEOs. She now worth over $4.4 billion, owning an estimated 18% stake in the company. Canva's explosive growth is a testament to its founder's vision of making design accessible to everyone. By focusing on the user needs and simplicity, Canva transformed from a startup in Perth, Australia, into a global leader in design technology, revolutionizing how individuals and businesses create visual content.